Okay, this is the Game is on 100 here with a video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Chicago Bears having two players revealed in the top five and for running back and wide receiver. Let's get started. It's being reported that the Chicago Bears has two players in the top five for offense for running back and wide receiver, and of course we all know who those two players are. Obvious is Matt Forte. He is the fourth highest rated running back in Madden NFL 15 this year. You know, all these people can say what they can say about Matt Forte, but Matt Forte is a versatile running back. He never gets the recognition from anybody. He's like one of the most underrated running backs in the NFL. He's been producing for the Bears for years. He was very pass catchy friendly with the Bears. He had 74 catches last year, and he had almost 2,000 scrimmage yardage for the season. You got to have a running back that can run in, catch the ball out of the backfield, and Matt Forte does it all. He's a very good running back. I am very happy for Matt Forte for being the number 4 overall rated on the Madden NFL 15. There are some people that are upset that Marshawn Lynch is under Matt Forte with the same rating, but I felt that the reason why Matt Forte probably got ahead of Marshawn Lynch is because Matt Forte had more scrimmage yardage than Marshawn Lynch. But Marshawn Lynch had a few more touchdowns than Matt Forte, so are those a wash or what? I don't know, but I am happy with this, that Matt Forte is finally getting some love in the Madden. I was always been high praise of Matt Forte ever since when the Bears drafted him back in 2008. I was all for it when the Bears drafted him. And now for the wide receiver, Brandon Marshall, he finally breaks in the top 5 of the Madden 15 for wide receiver. He is the second rated wide receiver in Madden NFL 15, just behind Calvin Johnson. He's at a 99 overall rating. Brandon Marshall is at a 96. As you can see, no one doesn't mention Brandon Marshall, but Brandon Marshall is a beast. Even though he doesn't have the speed of a Calvin Johnson, he does beast mode. He catches the ball, he tries to break tackles, he tries to do whatever he can to get extra yardage. Like I said, I was very happy when we acquired Brandon Marshall from the trade from the Miami Dolphins to acquire him. We acquired 2 third-round picks, and all I gotta say is to Phil Emery, good job, Phil Emery. You gave away 2 third-round picks, well-deserved 2 third-round picks to get Brandon Marshall. That was a good move for Phil Emery to do that, to get Brandon Marshall, get a top wide receiver for the Bears, so he can have that chemistry with Jay Cutler that he had with Marshall down in Denver several years ago. So it was a good move by Phil Emery, and then Phil Emery went and drafted Alshon Jeffrey. I don't know how many times of a high praise for Alshon Jeffrey when the Bears drafted him in the second round of the 2012 draft. I was very high on Alshon Jeffrey when he came in. Of course, he didn't have a stellar rookie season. He was plagued with injuries, and he didn't know what to do frequently for being a wide receiver at the NFL level. But over the offseason, by training with Brandon Marshall, he developed into a prolific wide receiver in his second year in the NFL. He learned from Brandon Marshall down in Miami, where Brandon Marshall did his offseason training. He worked with Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall taught Alshon Jeffrey how to be a wide receiver, how to catch the ball, how to get away with getting pass interferences and all that. Brandon Marshall Alshon Jeffrey was under the tutelage of Brandon Marshall. And I'm expecting good things from Alshon Jeffrey this year, as I am from Matt Forte. Is going to probably be doing good things this year. Well, we'll see what's going to find out with these Madden ratings when they all come out. But as of right now, there's only 2 Bears players that are in the top 5 of the Madden NFL 15 ratings for running back and wide receiver. I don't know if the Bears is going to have any other players in the top 5 for any other categories, but I have a hunch maybe they'll have one for the kickers, and that is Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould has been in the 90s for years in Madden, so we'll see what is going to be his overall rating for Robbie Gould. As we all know, Robbie Gould is good as gold for Chicago. He's been doing that ever since he came in the 2005 season when he was acquired by the Bears. They brought him in, and he's almost going to beat Kevin Butler's record right now, and he's going to be the Bears' all-time points getter by surpassing Kevin Butler. At this rate, it took Kevin Butler 10 years or so, roughly, to get the total for the Bears, but he's going to break it this year. Robbie Gould is going to break the record for most points player scored by a Bears player. It's going to happen this year, probably by maybe November of this year. It's going to happen that Robbie Gould is going to surpass kicker Kevin Butler on the list for our all-time points leader for the Bears. And well-deservedly so. He did it a lot quicker than Kevin Butler, but we'll see what that is. But like I said, this is just a couple of players that are rated in the top 5 for running back and wide receiver for the Chicago Bears in Madden NFL 15. Did you guys look at this? It's under the EA Sports Madden section. You can look it up and see from there. This is The Game Is On 100. I am out. Later.